Star Country 96.9, Tuesday morning and during the 8 o'clock hour. One of the things I look forward to is bringing into the mix Dr. Craig DeLisi with the Family Care Center, Titus Regional Medical Center, Healthier Tomorrow's Start here. Hi, Doctor.
Hi, Kerry. Good morning.
So would you say Americans are healthier now or healthier when you first got into the medical profession? And when did you start? Give us a time era.
I went to medical school in '96, so graduated as an MD in 2000, and then had to do residency, and so I didn't really start practicing until 2003. I wasn't in kind of independent practice till 2003. So, in that amount of time, gosh, it's hard to say. I mean, I think there's things we're more aware of now, but knowledge doesn't always translate into healthier behavior per se. I think statistically, things seem to be getting worse, and largely I think that's driven by our weight and relative sedentary lifestyle, which I think comes with increasing technology and
screen time, whether it's television, computers, on your phone. Now that's kind of our mobile computer. So screen time might have something to do with those concerns. I got it. I must be candid with you. I just kind of want to see what's on your mind this morning. I tend to ask 2 or 3 questions. We run out of time. What do you focus in on? I mean, as somebody who has made this your profession, and it is a calling. I think I can say it's a calling for you. Yeah. What are you focused on in the medical profession? Is it new things that are coming on board? Is it overall trends? What's on your mind?
Yeah. So, every specialty is different, and my specialty is sort of a general specialty, family medicine. So I see, all ages and all manner of medical concerns, and I really enjoy that. So I think, on the one hand, I do try to keep up with things as they change, and so I'm typically trying to read medical articles daily, just things that are new in the press or just in medical journals to kind of know what's coming around the pipe. But the truth is that most things are still pretty common sense things. People need to eat healthy. They need to rest well. They need to not smoke, which, by the way, that has improved in the last, I would say, 20-something years if you were smokers. And much of what I treat day to day, I mean, a decent percentage is self-inflicted, from people making bad choices over time, not just something that, they made a bad choice once and now it's been with them, but just, bad habits. So I try to encourage people from a lifestyle standpoint to change their habits. Our habits are what affect our health, not really the exceptions, whether it's, how we eat or how we drink or consume alcoholic beverages, whatever it is, the habits over time are what make us healthier or not. And so, so it's a little bit of all those things. And there's exciting things that are always happening from a technological standpoint. I'm really curious what the role AI will play down the road. I mean, today I read this morning I read an article about Musk's Neuralink company that implants recorders into the brains of patients. So far, there's only one patient, and then it helps them function like they can move a cursor on a screen with just by thinking about it. This was a spinal cord injury patient who can't move his arms anymore. And so those things are exciting, but those affect very few people, relatively speaking. And so the things that have always been a big deal are tend to be things like heart disease and cancer screening and prevention and stuff like that. And so that's where I tend to spend most of my energies, I'd say.
In a general sense, as a practicing physician, with new things that come on board, and you referenced Elon Musk's effort in his company, new things that come on board, do you tend to be someone who, in your practice, is a pioneer, that you like incorporating those new things right away, or do you like to get a little bit of case study work before you adopt something totally new?
That's a great question, and I do think that's a personality thing. I tend to be a little slow out of the gate when something's brand new. For example, if there's a brand new medication class that comes out, not just a new medicine within an already known class of drugs, but something completely different. And the reason is that even though I appreciate how medical studies are done and how they sort of stage them at different levels, really until they're released to the general public, we kind of don't know what we don't know. And everything sounds great on the front ends. And of course, usually the way we're learning the new information on drug is from the company itself that advertises them. And their job is to sell their product like anyone else in sales. And so just sort of listen with a little bit of skepticism. And I tend to be slow to try something and like to see it used in real world and by other people. And then, when I see a good fit for someone, I may give it a try. But I tend to be, I think, a little slower than average for that sort of thing. Just because, I've seen so many examples over time where something looked great and then it was on the market for 2 or 3 years, and then, now you're seeing a real increase in this type of cancer or heart attacks or something, and then then it's kind of a flash in the pan and gone. So when something's brand new, I tend to have a little, I think, healthy skepticism.
Dr. Craig DeLisi with the Family Care Center, Titus Regional Medical Center, for our Tuesday chat. I always appreciate the company.